Thank you for supporting outreach and investing in mental wellness by purchasing this workshop. After a brief introduction for adults, we will move on to this fantastic workshop. Outreach has been serving the area since 1974, and we look forward to celebrating 50 years in our new space in Uptown Mount Lebanon. Introducing our board president.
This is Ed Cubitt with the Outreach Teen and Families Board of Directors reading our mission statement and value statement.
We provide
affordable and accessible
connection, education,
counseling and coaching
to children, teens,
and families
through safe, caring,
and responsive, confidential,
professional therapists
supported by dedicated community advocates. We want every child,
teen and family
in the communities we serve
to thrive.
to thrive.
to thrive.
to thrive.
To thrive.
About Feelings is the first in a series of workshops designed to help the younger kids we serve to thrive by working on mental wellness skills. Each workshop pairs a master's level psychoeducation lesson with a related activity. Maggie Zangara is an outreach counselor who will be reading a book, delivering the lesson, which will be followed by an art project. The run time for this workshop is around 30 minutes. If your child is ready to start the workshop, please get them in an area appropriate for crafting. They will need a pair of scissors, and please remind them that pause is an option, especially during the crafting portion of the workshop. As you will see at the top of the whiteboard, Maggie is expecting a delivery, but she's not exactly sure what. Let's stay tuned and get ready for the special delivery.
This is a safe place. This place helps kids and families.
I heard a knock. Oh, there's a delivery. I've been expecting this. All right, don't get in trouble. Whoa! What happened here? It's okay to come on out. Did you know Outreach is a safe place with nice people that help kids and families? My name is Maggie, and I work here at Outreach Teen and Family. What's your name? Oh, you don't have a name yet. Well, that's okay, because I bet our friends online can help name you. Would that be something you'd like? Awesome! Oh, wow! Can I take that from you? It looks really heavy. Thank you. It's a book. It's called The Color Monster, a story about emotions by Anna Lanus. Well, you know what? Would you be interested in reading this with me? Because we're doing a workshop today about feelings. This would be great.
The Color Monster, a story about emotions. This is the Color Monster. Today he woke up feeling confused, and he doesn't know why. Are you all mixed up again, Color Monster? Your emotions don't work well when they're all jumbled up. You should try to separate them and put each one in its own jar. If you'd like, I can help you. Let's try to make sense of how you feel. This is happiness. It shines yellow like the sun and twinkles like the stars. When you're happy, you laugh and jump and dance and play. You want to share your happiness with everyone. This is sadness. It is lonely and blue like a rainy day. It washes over you like the sea. When you're sad, you hide and want to be alone. You don't want to do anything except maybe cry. It's okay to cry, Color Monster. This is anger. It burns red like a fire and is hard to stamp out. When you're angry, life can feel unfair. Sometimes you want to take out your anger on others. But I'll be nice to you, Color Monster, and your anger will disappear. This is fear. It hides and runs away like a mouse in the night. When you're afraid, you feel tiny. You think you don't have the courage to face the gray shadows, but I can help you find your way. This is calm. It is quiet like the trees and as light as green leaves swaying in the wind. When you're calm, you breathe slowly and deeply. You feel at peace. Now you can rest, Color Monster. All your feelings are in the right place. See? Don't you feel much better? Uh-oh. I see you're feeling something new. You look different, Color Monster. Tell me, how do you feel now? Hello, welcome to my counseling office. This is where we're going to have our About Feelings talk. I'd like to start our talk by discussing a little bit more the story you just read, The Color Monster. I also want to let you know that I have a friend that will be joining us. Any guesses on who it is? Our friend here is going to have his listening ears on as well as we have our talk. So I want to make sure you do too. Also, our friend is still looking for a name. So hopefully by our next workshop, you'll be able to help us name our friend here. So like I said, to start our talk today, I want us to look a little bit more into the story that you just listened to. Now, in the beginning of the Color Monster story, the Color Monster was feeling confused. And that's because he wasn't able to name how he was feeling. However, throughout the story, he had a very kind friend who helped him be able to make sense of all these different feelings that he was experiencing. Now, the story highlights two great strategies that we're going to dive into and look at in more depth about about helpful ways to name our feelings. Because I don't know about you, sometimes it's hard to know how you're feeling, and even harder to put your feelings into words. Oh my goodness, our friend here is agreeing. He's shaking his head. Yes, it can be hard. It's even hard for me sometimes to name how I'm feeling, and I'm a counselor. But I'm hopeful today discussing two strategies will be really helpful for you. So these strategies are using colors to help name a feeling. So using colors to pair with the feeling word, as well as being able to check in with your body. Our bodies normally give signs that help us be able to understand how we're feeling. So let's look. What are the different feelings that the color monster experienced throughout the story? One that I remember is happiness. Now, on the happy page, I remember a bright yellow color. And normally when we feel happy, we're smiling, our bodies feel like they can dance and jump, and we have a lot of energy. That seems to be what the color monster thought as well. Now, another feeling that the color monster experienced throughout the story was sadness. Sadness can make us feel blue. Sometimes when we're sad, we start crying, or our face is in a frown. Anger was another feeling that the monster had inside of him. Anger is a bright red color in the story. And when we're feeling angry, sometimes we feel really hot. We have all this energy building and building in our bodies, and sometimes we feel like we're going to pop. You know what? Anger sometimes can make us feel like life isn't fair. The color monster also felt fear. Fear was the color black. Fear can make us feel tiny and scared. Our bodies may shake a little bit, or we may have the urge to find a safe place. Now, I want you to remember that though you're feeling fearful, there are people to help support you in feeling safe and better. The color monster also felt a feeling that the page was a color green. Does anybody remember what that feeling word was? Oh, our friend has an idea? Yeah? The feeling word is calm. Calm was a light green color in the story. And when we feel calm, our bodies feel relaxed. It's easy to breathe, and we are just feeling at peace. Can you think of a time when you feel calm? I know I feel calm sometimes when I'm cozied up reading a story before I go to bed. So, just like in the story, using colors as well as how our bodies feel and how our face looks can help give us great signs into how we are feeling. Like I said, it's okay for the color monster to feel however he's feeling. But if he's able to name his feelings, he's able to feel less confused and more confident. By the way, how do you think the color monster was feeling at the end of the story? I remember that page being a light pink color, and the color monster seemed to be standing there nice and relaxed and had a soft smile on his face. I think there were hearts too all over the page. I want you to take a second to think about a feeling word that could describe how the monster was feeling in that moment. Okay, now on the count of 3, I want you to shout your answer. 1, 2, 3. Wow, our friend has an idea. Let's see. Yes, our friend thinks that the monster was feeling love. And I would agree. The monster was feeling loved and accepted for being himself. Now, just to end today, I want to highlight one question that you can ask yourself or that a parent or friend can ask you if you're feeling confused and upset about how you're feeling. Just like how the friend of the color monster at the end of the story asked this question. And the question is, how do you feel now? How do you feel now? If we're able to ask that question to ourselves, or if a friend or a family member is able to ask you how you're feeling now, you can use a color to name how you're feeling and be able to check in with your body. By being able to name how we're feeling, we'll be able to tame how we're feeling. Name it to tame it. So my friends, that wraps up our About Feelings talk today. Next, you're going to be able to do an art project. And my hope is that you'll be able to use this project to help name your feelings now and in the future, so you can feel your happiest and best self. Hello! Welcome to the art activity of today's About Feelings workshop. Before we get started, let's make sure you have all the materials to complete the activity. You will need crayons, glue stick, scissors, 6 monster faces. There's 4 on one page and 4 on the other, so you'll have 2 left over. And your monster facial features to complete the activity. Please pause the video when needed to complete the activity at your own pace. Okay, let's get started. Let's explore 6 ways the color monster was feeling in the story. First, the color monster was feeling happiness. Where is a place you feel happy? What does your body feel like when you are happy? For the color monster, its body feels light and loose. What does your mouth have on its face when you feel happy? Is it a smile? What makes you laugh that makes you feel happy? What color do you think of when you are feeling happy? I want you to create your own monster who feels happy. Here is mine to use as an example. Please pause the video and create your happy color monster. Secondly, color monster felt sad. Think of a time that you felt sad. Did you feel down and blue? Sometimes people cry when they feel sad or have a frown on their face. The last time you felt sad, what did somebody who cares about you do to help you feel better. Pause the video and create your monster who is feeling sad. Anger. How do you feel when you feel angry? The color monster sometimes feels hot, and his cheeks might get red, and the monster has a lot of energy building up. Have you ever seen someone feeling angry? How did you know they were feeling that way? What did their face look like? Pause and make your color monster who is experiencing the feeling of anger. Next, here is how my color monster is feeling. Does anybody have any ideas? Can you guess how the monster is feeling? The monster is feeling fearful. We all feel fear sometimes. What does your body feel like when you are fearful and afraid? For the color monster, its body feels shaky and tiny. What does your scared face look like? What color do you think of when you are feeling fearful? Let's pause and you can create your monster who is experiencing the feeling of fear. Let's all take a deep breath, because who can guess what my monster is feeling now? My monster is green and has a soft smile. The monster can breathe slowly and deeply when it is feeling calm. Here's my calm monster. Now pause the video to make yours. Lastly, if we all take a second to think back to the color monster story, once the color monster's feelings were all in the right places, the monster started to feel a new feeling. I remember seeing the color pink and red hearts on the page. What feeling do you think the monster was feeling? I think the monster was feeling love. Pause the video and create your last monster with however you think the monster was feeling at the end of the story. My friends, great job today completing this art activity. You can also find a fun worksheet in your kit that helps explain the 6 different feelings that we talked about today.
All right, thank you so much for joining the About Feelings workshop today. I really hope I get to see you next time. And it's time to put you in your new hangout spot. Let's go. All right, so here's your new hangout spot for next time. Oh yes, okay. So the kids and I are gonna help think of a name for you for next time. All right, we'll see you. And don't get into too much trouble.
If you liked this workshop, please join Maggie for the second workshop. Maggie will be introducing us to Pamela, a children's author and mindfulness teacher. Hope to see you then. You can also see if our blue visitor truly behaved.